Hey, how's it going? It's Sam Frost here, back with another quick marketing tip. Now, in today's video, I want to talk about the importance of basically being consistent and being diligent in your marketing work. Now, you've probably heard that theory that to get good at something, you've got to spend about 10,000 hours practicing it. So think about sports or hobbies like musical instruments, anything like that. You don't expect to pick up a tennis racket for the first time and play like Roger Federer. You don't expect to sit down at the piano for the first time and play like Elton John. Anyone who's good at anything had to start somewhere, and they had to work consistently and often grind through a very long period of perhaps not seeing the kind of results they wanted to see. And most people are accepting of that, right? I'm pretty sure all of us know how hard it is to learn things and do things that are challenging. So what I find really interesting is everyone has this sort of mindset when it comes to hobbies and sports and that sort of part of the world. But when it comes to business and marketing, people suddenly seem to forget that. They go, oh, if I can't snap my fingers and go from zero to hero overnight, then it's broken and it doesn't work and I should give up and move on to the next thing. I see this all the time with marketing, right? People say, oh, I want to start creating content, whether it's videos or articles or podcast or anything like that. And I want to use that content to build an audience and sort of solve people's problems and drive inbound leads that way. And people will start out the process and they'll do their first couple of videos, or they'll write a couple of blog posts, or they'll record a couple of podcast episodes, and they don't really see any results, so that they give up. And these exact same people, if you say to them, well, look, what hobbies do you have? Oh, I like to play the piano. Well, how long have you been learning it? Oh, I've been learning it for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. Well, it's kind of the same thing. Now, the timescales might differ, but what you have to do to succeed in marketing and to succeed in business in general is you have to be willing to work away at things and chip away at things. You're not going to get overnight success. Sure, sometimes you might hit on a campaign where you start some Google ads or some Facebook ads, or you put something out on social media and it goes and takes off and goes completely viral. And that's great. If that happens, that's awesome. More power to you. But you can't actually predict for that all of the time. But what you can do is diligently and consistently work at what you do to get your business out in front of your target audience, to promote it, whether that's content creation, whether that's testing and refining ad campaigns, however you're going after new business and winning repeat business. You've got to be willing to be diligent and stick at it and actually grind out through that sort of period of continual improvement and refinement. It's not going to happen overnight. So make sure you take that same mindset that you'd apply to any hobby, any sport, any musical instrument, any human endeavor, and apply it to your business, because it is exactly the same thing in many respects. If Elton John had sat down at the piano for the first time and had a go and thought, oh, you know what, I'm not going to get this overnight, and given up, well, then the world musically would be a much sadder place. If the first person to try and fly a plane had sort of thought, oh, well, it's too tough, I'm not going to do it, and given up, where would we be with regards to travel today? So all of these things all come off working diligently, working consistently, and your marketing should be exactly the same. If you work at it hard, you will see results. You've just got to be willing to grind it out. So hopefully you found that helpful. If you need any more advice, please feel free to drop a comment, send me an email on info@samfrost.co.nz. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you the next time.